Yeah, I've worked with Zorvec for the last 5 or 6 seasons in trials around Australia in a range of different crops and onions included. I've always seen very consistent results with it. It consistently provides good disease control and you end up with good quality crop and high yields from it.
It's showing great strength on a disease that we currently probably don't have absolute control over and in a crop type that's very important to us economically.
This trial here is looking at Zorvec as part of a program with other strategies that growers are using to manage downy mildew. So I think it's good to show that when used with other strategies that a grower would use, it provides a very good disease result. It's sort of standing back, you can't notice any obvious effects, but when you look down here at these leaves, the disease has been in here for a couple of weeks, and there's definitely very active disease in here which will continue to decimate this crop in the unsprayed areas.
I suppose one of the main things with the Zorvec is its new mode of activity, so that we essentially have gained another sort of tool in our arsenal in controlling the downy while not sort of gaining any issues with cross resistance.
Pathogens will adapt to certain management strategies, and if a certain management strategy is overused or over-relied on, the pathogen can adapt to that and become resistant. So for a grower to have another tool in terms of Zorvec Enicade that works differently to what they're currently doing, it's a really big thing for a grower to have that, and he can use a product like Zorvec Enicade in conjunction with his other management strategies.
From what we've discussed and what we've seen here today, that ultimately we probably still feel that it's best placed as a preventative during periods of high disease pressure, environmental and or sort of surrounding crop. So it will be used through the middle stages of the preventative program. We obviously run a preventative program every 6 to 7 days, and it will just fit in with that alongside some of the other curative options that we still have currently.
Talking about integrated pest management, I think the more we can understand about some of these pests and products that we're developing that are softer on the natural enemies of these pests is a really positive thing. So I think that is a benefit for onions, but probably more so for some of the other crops, your leafy vegetables, brassicas, those sorts of things. That is a real benefit.
Yeah, it's certainly of significant benefit, the rain fastness. Here in Tasmania we obviously have fickle weather, and particularly when you're trying to get mildew sprays on before rain event. So it just gives some good surety that we can go out and get the product on and maintain its efficacy in those kind of conditions.
It's really pleasing to see companies like DuPont looking at crops, minor crops like onions and other things, and bringing these new technologies in here. We need to see more of that in the future to provide tools to better manage some of these things that are facing growers, and that have got better environmental profiles and all those sorts of things to improve the way we're managing our crops.